Okay. Um, okay, so we're back. We're back. Hi, hello. Hi, Alicia. Hello, Gemini. We're here to continue working on our little house sleigh. Hi, Selena. Um, Hopefully my goal is to finish today as long as it doesn't like turn into nutty. Hi, Carly. But my goal is to hopefully finish today. I feel like it's like a realistic goal for the most part. I'm not gonna lie, I'm like so fucking exhausted. It's actually not even funny. So I'm gonna try my best to push through this, but we aren't gonna start off the live with doing a tour today just because it takes so fucking long. Hi, Maddie. Hello. It just takes too long. So I think I'm just gonna jump into building in just a moment and try to see how far we can get. Like I said, my goal is to finish today, but that being said, I don't know how long it's going to take me to finish based off the rooms that we have. It either could take me 2.5 hours or it could take me 6 hours. If it takes me anywhere near six, and obviously it won't be able to be finished today. But if it only takes me, a handful of minutos, then maybe we can go ahead and get it done today. So there's that. Um, Hi, Melissa. Hello, hello. Keely, thank you so much for the $10 sleigh. I appreciate it. Here for a little bit, taking Mab to Pumpkin Patch when he gets up. Okie dokie, artichoke. Hi, Spook. Thank you so much for the $10 sleigh. I really appreciate it. Fifth of the way to our current goal. Love it, love it, love it. But we are indeed working on said house today. I'll do like a little 360 of it and just kind of pop around and show the rooms we still have left to go. And then we'll just kind of get right back into it. So if you have not already, make sure you hit that follow button, tap on the screen and all that nonsense. And then here is just an overall little quick tour of the grounds of this house. Now, for the exterior, I was going to go ahead and put rose gardens on both sides of this, but quite frankly, I don't like the way it fucking looked. I tried, it was ugly, it wasn't really my vibe, so we're just not going to do that, and I'll probably just throw some type of tree or plant on both sides of it just to kind of give it a little bit of something, and maybe throw some flowers underneath it. Now, the hedge maze itself, I did want to put some like fun shit like this kind of scattered throughout. But realistically speaking, it won't really fit any of this stuff. I mean, the hedge maze itself is pretty, it's pretty self-explanatory that there's not a lot of room in here. So I think I'll pop a couple of like maybe decorative vases or statues or something in the corners and hopefully put like a little fountain or something right here. But other than that, it won't be anything too cray cray. Then we have to go ahead and do the inside of our conservatory, which is basically just like a plant house. Over here is going to be an outdoor like grill, and there's going to be a like a little dining table potentially, and also like maybe a little sitting area of some sort. Now, I don't know what I'm gonna do right here. I would have loved to have like curved benches, kind of mimic the lines of the fence right here, but unfortunately I don't just have anything like that that's outdoor related. So I'll probably just end up putting some like rectangular benches or something like that along the back corners of each side. I think I'll put a couple of plants kind of just scattered throughout this little area, probably keep the theme to like what I did over on this side, kind of making my way around the house a little bit more. There won't be anything by the pool except for I might put some like vases or something on each corner, but obviously there's not enough room for like pool chairs or anything like that. So I think we'll just keep this to being strictly a pool area. And if you're trying to like lay out and get a tan, go take yourself over to here and go lay on the fucking tennis court if you want to, or go walk across the other side. And if you want to sit down and hang out, there you have the option to do so over there. But then we, of course, have to do the downstairs living room space. Then up on the second floor, I think I want to put a couple of things maybe in the hallway just so it's not completely empty. I'm going to do something really lazy right now. I wanted to use these cabinets right here. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw them inside just as is. I'm not gonna decorate them because you can't even see them, and it's just like such an unnecessary space just to get ourselves up to the like third floor. So those will just be there for the vibes. You can't see inside of them, so why the fuck does it matter? But we then of course have to do the upstairs bathroom in this little seating area, and then or not seating area, little hallway. And then up on the top floor, we did like the laundry slash utility room last night. So I have to do a little bedroom for the butler, and then I have to do like a little seating area right here. And then that's about done. So it sounds like a lot. It is. I'm a little nervy that it's going to take me well more than the few hours I planned on being live today. So if that's the case, then I guess we're gonna have one more mini stream finishing this. But I'm hopeful that somehow, some way, I can throw this together in the next couple of hours. So there is that. But I think that since I did like kind of stop off where the butler's bathroom was, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just start with the bedroom. I already have the shell actually on the gallery. I uploaded it when I first initially made this house. Now there is a plethora of custom content that does, come with the house when it comes to the shell itself. I personally made some adjustments to it, so it's not the 100% exact same thing, but as long as you have the majority of items, or at least a lot of the items from Felix Andre, you should be able to have a pretty similar amazing shell to this house right here. I was reading OMG amazing as I said that, sorry. But yeah, we're just gonna pop our way over into the little butler's small little apartment, not even apartment, just bedroom, seating area, whatever you want to call it. And then just throw it together to make a nice little cozy space. But yeah, hopefully everyone is off to a wonderful Friday. I made myself a little coffee sleigh, so we love that. A little sugar cookie latte is always my favorite. But yeah, we're just gonna do the bedroom and just kind of get through it as fast as can. Caitlin, hello, hello. Happy Friday. Thank you, Joy, for the daily heart me. All right, let me try to find Crazy Busy came to say hi. Well, hopefully you speed through the day as successfully as possible so you can get one step closer to being off. Low key, the vintage nursery is kind of a vibe. Hiya, how you doing? Hello. Hello. Vintage. I wonder if vintage nursery has a bed. Like an armoire and stuff, because I really like the style of how this is. So I'd be down for there to be like other pieces with that. Oh, cool. It's giving single bed. Perfect. It's giving, we can have a little clothing armoire as well, which is, ideal. I think I might actually flip this going this way and then put you right here. Just have a little bit of separation of the two pieces of furniture. I like that. And then I will, let's see. I think I'll go ahead and I'm just going to use as much furniture from this set as possible just because it seems like a good little set. We're going to put this right here across from the bed. And we'll use this as not only a little bookshelf, because duh. We also can put like a little television on top of there, so that way it makes it a tiny little bit homey. Love a simple, easy breezy house. Okay. Hi Shay, hi Alex. Welcome to both of thee. Happy Friday from yours truly. Did anybody miss me in all the days and days that I've been gone? Even though by days and days, I literally was live 12 hours ago. Love that. What's the CC called? It's the Vintage Nursery Collection that I'm currently using from the creator Pearson. Even the UK will slay. Always miss you. You la, Carly. You la. But last night I was able to successfully finish another one of my stories. The one that I kind of took a little sneak peek at about like little rock, paper, scissors. I ate that one up. I'm sorry. It was really good. I like finished doing it. Like I was up until about 2 o'clock or so finishing it. Mind you, I started like 5 minutes after the live ended. I literally made that little Caesar salad I was talking about. And I sat down and I just got to fucking typing and I successfully was able to do another book or another story. And while I was laying in bed this morning, I already thought of the next one. We love that. What is this room going to be? It is going to be a butler's bedroom. So we are on the very top floor. And yesterday, by Joy, yesterday night before I got off, I made this like bathroom slash like, you know, little cleaning closet or whatever it may be right across from it. So that way the butler has a place to like relieve themselves and shower. Luckily, it does have like an outdoor, like, you know, there's a roof so that way they're not like getting soaking wet or whatever it may be if it was raining to go to the bathroom at 2 a.m. But I felt like this was the perfect area to like have this. So that way it's just a little bit, you know, a little bit privacy, but also we have to realize that we don't have any more space or rooms and the butler doesn't really get the best options, but it's good enough. At least we tried. Surfaces. Should be studying for my exam on Monday, but I'm hanging with you instead. Well, you have a handful of days until Monday, so hopefully you're able to use my absence to your advantage when I'm not live on uh, tomorrow, and I'll distract you again on Sunday. So we got that. We got dang that. Let's see. Are you building a compound? No, I'm just building a little house. Just a little house. And said house has a little butler. In the power and what you do and every little thing, got a thing or two. Whoa, boom, 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 boom. I want to do like a small little. Oh, maybe I'll use this set. Yeah, I just want to do a small little kitchenette so that way, uh, they can have like a little, you know, a little place to feel like their own, so they don't have to go across the house to get themselves a snack and all that nonsense. So we will put a little tiny kitchenette in, and then appliances. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Maybe. Oh, I have an idea. Maybe we can go ahead and do that. And then we'll go ahead and do surfaces. And then we're going to grab you. We'll do a microwave. And then we'll put the microwave on top of the counter, size it down, and then we will place said microwave on top of the refrigerator to kind of give us a little bit of additional space. No, it's not functional, but I don't play this game, so I don't give a damn. Put you right like so. And then we'll do plumbing. Let me go ahead and go for just a simple sink. So that way there is at least some access to some agua inside of our room right here. So that way it's not fully just you have to go to the outside to get yourself a cup of water or whatever it may be. Put you right there. Hi, Cameron. Hello, hello. And then let's see. Surfaces. Go ahead and do that. And let's see. Where is the London collection? The London look. I am so sleepy. Did anybody go to bed last night at an unreasonable time like myself or no? Do you have any tips on how to make a video on when you build a staircase and want part of the floor open and there delete the tiles, need all of them? I made that video a handful of times. If you just like type in on like YouTube or something, like you can just type in like how to make like a lofted room in The Sims 4. Um, so there's that. I'm here kinda. Oh, okay. Hi, Shy. Couldn't sleep last night. Ugh, I know, I was just so tired. I fell asleep during your live last night. It was still playing when my boyfriend came to bed. So I bored you, is what you're trying to say. I went to bed right after your live ended. That's dedication right there. That is staying around, hanging out with yours truly. If you haven't already done so, make sure to hit that follow button. Also, we're already off to a little $10 sleigh currently for our live for the day. But if anybody wants to be a cutie dang patootie and continue to help out with our goal, I would extra appreciate it. It is just the first link in my bio. If for some reason the first link does not work, we have other links in my bio as well. So at any point, if you are having a good time, consider it. Consider it, consider it, consider it. I would love to make $48 trillion today. It would be real cool. Real cool and dandy if I made $48 trillion. That's the goal. If I don't make it, I'm a loser. Mav woke up at 3 and I looked back and there were two men with flashlights on the railroad. Oh, right. So a little spookity dookity that you had to deal with early in the AM. Did I size this down yet or no? I did not size it down. I was wondering why it looked like it was still too fucking large. 48 children would be pretty neat. Yeah, I mean, it's like a little bit of like a stretch goal. I feel like realistically speaking, if I don't make that much, it just means that you guys think I'm a fucking loser and like we can't have that. So, you know, it's not that much, you know what I mean? I feel like it's a pretty reasonable amount. So, you know, if everyone chips in like $48 million a piece, we might be able to get there at some point, but I guess it's up to you guys, not me. What is the standard size for a fucking microwave? It's clearly not that. Like this looks so small for some reason. Maybe it's not. JK, good morning. Uh-oh. We got trouble over here coming to visit us. Lexi's over here trying to slay. 48 mil is diabolical. I mean, it's a small little amount to ask for. Like, I'm literally Austin and that's too much for you guys? That's crazy. I couldn't imagine being that unloving towards yours truly, where you don't think I'm worth 48 trillion or $48 million to get to my goal. Like that's actually kind of like bizarre to me, a little bit absurd if I do say so myself. Am I making it bigger? Making what bigger? I'm making what bigger? Um, the microwave? What? Oh, you can like size it down and size it up. It's just the left and the right bracket key is all I did. Just sized it down and then put it on top of the microwave. It's not functional or anything like how I have it. I just have it for looks. Just for looks. I need it to be as beautiful as Shy was last night with everybody gracing her, telling her no that she's gorge. I got big eyes to please when it comes to this little game, so I have to do the cute shit like make microwaves smaller. Hold on, what was I gonna do? A B C D. Oh, soap. I think I can do the Auntie Vera again. And then what is that thing like towel on roll or something? Is that what it's called when it comes to that? Whatever the fuck. No one's gonna say bless you. That's really fucking rude. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Not a single bless you in the house. Paper tower. I feel like that sounds wrong for some reason. Bless you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. At least one person here for my well-being. Let's see if Allie's indeed right and if it is called paper tower. Bless you, thank you, friends. Paper tower. Oh, you're right. Look at you, Allie, out here serving smarts left and right. Okay, so we will put this right here. And then um let's try to raise this up one more. And you one more. Perfect. Does anybody want to take a huge guess at what movie I watched last night, by the way? I'll give one hint. It's not the movie that you think it is, but it's definitely the movie that you think it is. So if anyone gets it right, you'll be my favorite person of the day. So again, you guys are kind of right, but you're not 100% right. You're not 100%. Allie's getting warmer. Wasn't Wicked. No, I don't like that bullshit. I saw it and it was a scary movie. No, not that either. Katie, you're getting warmer. Scream 6. You hit the money. You hit the dang money. That's what I watched last night. I watched Scream 1 and Scream, what was it? Scream 1 and Scream, I think 3 yesterday in like the daytime and whatnot. And then last night I watched Scream 6 and then I watched the Lizzie McGuire movie before I went to bed. That was real cool. That was real cool. So it appears that Caitlin is my favorite for the day. So be better and be like Caitlin because clearly cares about me, my well-being, knows like the business that I'd be up to when I'm away from you guys, things like that. But yeah, I watched Lizzie McGuire movie and we loved it. You tried? Well, sometimes trying you have to do a little bit harder because that clearly wasn't good enough. So try better next time, thank you. Try better next time. That's all I gotta say. Do better. Um, so Slay. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna put this like MacBook on the little bed because I feel like there has to be like a lot of like notes and a rigorous schedule that the butler has to follow. James Ab, I just love you. Period. As you should. I'm little Austin Slay. Little Austin Slay, that's me. Yeah, tree. Mind you, there's no microwave, or there's only a microwave in here, so you can't really fix a ton of shit, but something's better than nothing, I guess. I don't know if I'd personally want to be a butler taking care of these fuck ass people living in this little box, but that being said, I also would if I had to because I'm not above it. I'm here for making some change, so don't hate the player, hate the game, you know what I mean? And that's period. Okay. So we'll do a little plant. I'm gonna throw a couple more decorations in here. No gentle parodying from Austin. Yeah, no, I'm not for that shit. I'm a mean little bug. You'll hear me roar. Please put a rug in. Oh, I will. Hi, Fula. Hello, hello. Happy, happy day. Happy day. It's Friday, Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Party it, yeah. Party it, yeah. Fun, 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 fun. Looking forward to the weekend. Yesterday was Thursday, Thursday. We so excited. We so excited. We're gonna have a ball today. Hi, Carmela. Thank you for the happy Friday. Right back at you, kid. Um, Let me text my mom. She just called me. I wonder if she's at the store buying me something. Um, Sorry, one second. Okay. Thank you, Nick, for the daily heart me. Appreciate it big time. Another happy Friday to you as well. Chateau. I think I need to put like the little clock on the table. I feel like it makes sense. Cause duh. I see my friends. Kick it in the front seat. Kick it in the back seat. You're watching part 9 of the Manor build right now. I have to upload the last night's today. I forgot, to be honest. So I'll have to do that in a little bit. I promise I'll do that. Promise, promise, promise. But I'm glad you're watching it. Hopefully you enjoy. I'm like trying, an emphasis on the word trying, to finish this today. My cutoff for the day is like 1:30. Anything past that, I just can't do it. Just I'm so tired, and if I don't finish by 1:30, then it will be the preview of what we do, or our last thing that we do on Sunday, if that ends up being the case, which isn't ideal, but you know, sometimes is what it is. Um, has the game crashing issue gotten any better? Knock on wood, real big time. Like knock, 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 knock. Um, but what was I saying? Knock, knock, knock. What was I saying? Oh, knock on wood. There was absolutely no crashing yesterday, which was real good. The only problem was that I think that my live froze for like a few moments towards the, not the end of it, but like kind of towards the middle of it. Some people had like some issues, but other than that, we've been pretty easy going, pretty steady Eddie. So I think we're all good with the crashing, at least for right now. I still have to make sure to be like a good little saver, but other than that, we've been good. It is regurgitated coffee. That tasted real good. Thank you, Austin. Thank you for doing that. I love that. Um, so we can have the house people call them. We have the phone, or we have a little alarm so that way they can wake up. Ew, I know. Shy would think that's yum. Shy gives vibes like she would sit there and slurp that shit real bad. She'd... Mm, hold on. Uh, mm, wait a second. Hold on. Hold on a second. Oh. Oh wow. Yeah, sorry. My mom tried calling me and she just like texted me something that totally everything's totally fine, but like texted me something that kind of just caught me off guard. Um right. So, do I build mostly in the Sims 3 or Sims 4 camera? 100% the Sims 3 camera. I have not used the Sims 4 camera probably ever, to be honest. It's not really my vibe. I think it like was on when I first downloaded the game and I was like, why is this so difficult to play? And then I did some Googling and realized that you can turn on the Sims 3 camera, and I did that years ago and never once turned it back. That's a cute little rug. Rain Mama. Oh no. It's like nothing bad. No, nothing bad at all. I'm totally fine. I just what she sent me. It's like I don't know. I don't want to like say what it is because it's like private. But let's just say like something like imagine someone texted you saying something that was like like really surprising good news, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like something that kind of just like catches you off guard, but not because like you're mad or upset, but you're just like, oh, that's not what I expected. Oh, you know what I mean? All right, let me do a little chair situation in here as well. So that way there can be like a little moment to like to sit. Yeah, everything's good. No worries, no worries. 1,000% promise everything's fine. I've seen my friends kick it in the front seat, kick it in the back seat. Gotta make my mind up. Which seat can I take? Can I size this down one? Does that look like obviously like super tiny or no? Um, it doesn't look super tiny. Like, does it look like a normal ass size for like a piece of furniture to be like a little. It's supposed to be like a wardrobe, you know what I mean, for like clothes and shit. I'm just trying to figure out a way. I don't know if I like it sized down. I think size up looks better personally. I just want there to be like a table in here so that way homie can have a place to like sit, except for like aside from the bed. But I don't know if it's going to like do anything crazy. I think I'm gonna keep it. Roomies chair. Let's see. Oh, let's see. I guess this is like a little bit cramped, but at the same time, I feel like it's not. Like, what room is this? It's the butler's little space to survive. The butler's little space to live, laugh, and love. There really doesn't need to be 2 chairs in here, but I feel like it would look fucking strange if I just had a table with a chair. Like, does that look stupid as hell? What about a desk? I don't have space for a desk, sadly. You think you just maybe 1 chair? It doesn't look weird? Maybe I just do the 1 chair. Yeah, I feel like 1 chair is fine. Or 2 bedside each side across. Do what? They won't want to spend much time in there. This is true. I feel like I just want there to be a surface. You know what I mean? If like they want to like sit there and type on the computer, if they want to eat like a little snack, if they want to like read a book. So there is that. I'm building a house. I'm not making a dorm, no. I'm building an entire like house right now, and I'm making a room for a butler. Making a room for a butler as one of the handful of rooms we had left to do in this build we've been working on for the past like a week or so. I kind of like that little plant, little coffee filter plant, kind of fun. Thank you, Courtney and Haley, for the daily heart me's. I appreciate it. Let me grab this little light sconce and put it on both sides. Hi, Haley. Put it on both sides so I don't forget. Put you right there. And then put you right here. Shy, thank you so much for the $20 sleigh. Thank you, thank you. Am I supposed to... Nick, thank you so much for the $5 sleigh as well. Double sleigh, double sleigh. I think I'm supposed to delete this. Let me do a little $5 razzle ding dazzle. For the $5 sleigh as well. 1 second. For the crystal ball. I believe so. Sleigh. Thank you, Nick, for the $5 sleigh. 35 out of 50. We're only $15 away from our current gift goal. If anybody would like to be a cutie dang patootie and want to help out with our goal, it's just the first link in my bio. Yeah, thanks, Kevin. Always. Always, period. Always, period. All right, so I think that we can be done with the butler's bedroom. Let's go ahead and take a gander and see what the vibes are. Oh, it's cute. I mean, it's definitely a small, tiny little space, but like, I think if you're a butler, I think that this is a totally, accommodations are like totally fine. You got a television, you have a little mini kitchen, all that stuff. If you gotta go potty, you just walk yourself across this thing right here. You have a potty, a little bit more storage, a shower, and all that stuff. I think it's fine. It's not like, again, ideal, but like, I try my best. We're lucky we were able to fit in something like that in the first place. Okay, so we got that done. I guess I can just maybe do like a little situation right here just to kind of finish off this space. Now, I thought at first that, you know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna do an outdoor bar right here. Not like a grill related bar, but like an outdoor, like, well, maybe we can do an outdoor grill right here with the dining table. And then maybe we can keep this to being just like, do we do 2 grills? Is that crazy? Do houses have 2 grills? For dinner last night, I just had, it was the Caesar salad that I had with that, spicy like tuna. I had that for dinner. I had that and I had extra sides of Mary Had a Little Lamb. I actually went to bed like a little bit hungry last night. Not because I'm like fucking have no food and I'm broke or anything, but I literally just ate the salad at like 10:30 and I stayed up until about 2:30. Ate nothing between the salad and that, and I was like, damn, a little bit fucking hungry when I like laid in bed, but I was about to like go eat after brushing my teeth and stuff, so I'm fine, I guess now. I ate some mini muffins, but yeah. When you're rich, you can do anything. Exactly. Yeah, I might have one of those packs. Haven't eaten yet. Like one of the little Target salads that you're talking about, or no? A little skinny queen, I know. I have a cruise to be ready for next week, and I have to make sure that this week I make it count. Um, Actually, no, I want to make this into a bar. I think I want the other thing to be downstairs. Let me see if I can find a cute bar situation. No streams. Actually, no. Like when I'm on the boat, I plan on bringing my computer with me and setting up station. I'll probably only be able to go live like 4 hours or so a day, but I fully plan on bringing my iMac with me and like setting up station on the boat. And I'll just sit there and I'll go ahead and do some little stream slays throughout the entire trip. So don't worry. Will you be back the 4th? I have surgery. I need some Austin. No, I'm actually leaving to go on my cruise on the 1st. And I think that the 9th is when we said. You so gullible. Yeah. Yeah. Set up on the pool deck. Period. Exactly. Okay, so this like vibe right here actually fits aesthetics a little tiny bit, but I also like don't love it. Hmm. Who makes you? Where are you from? The bistro. Are you like a thing? Are you a pack? What pack is that? Is there like a bistro pack? I think there's a bistro pack. Cozy bistro. Hell yeah, brother. All right. That doesn't really look like it will match. Because I would have loved something like this to be outside, but It's not covered, and I don't know how I'm feeling about like wood being that way. You know what I mean? So maybe we don't do that. Maybe I put an outdoor fireplace, just make like a little seating moment right here, which could be kind of fun. A little outdoor seating area. We have to just make it kind of improvise it. See my friends. My build is so good. Thank y'all. I try my best. Brooklyn, stop checking on your chicken wings. Or chewing on your chicken wings. I also don't know what I'm going to build after this is done, by the way. I have not even the slightest clue. Part of me is like, okay, take a break on making a mansion for a little while. Part of me is like, ooh, should we do like a modern one instead? Like, I don't know what's going to happen. So we don't have to like really worry about it right now because like I'm not going to be starting it until probably Sunday. But I don't know. Fun fact, I did make a cruise boat before. Simming Shannon had a shell challenge at one point, and the shell challenge was like this weird funky ass shape, and she like requested that I like did it for her. So I did, and I made a shell boat. So that happened. Do I just build or do you do gameplay too? I just build. I don't do gameplay at all. Not my circus, not my monkeys, or whatever the fuck the phrase is. Not my monkey, not my circus. Fun, apparently, I'm not the biggest fan since I didn't know that. Shy, I think that you secretly just don't even really like me, and I think you're just here to chill. I think you're here for the vibes, but not for me. It's seeming as though, because this was the second Austin Fendler situation that happened today where you weren't aware. First off, you didn't know which Scream movie I watched last night, which is kind of just like a really big concern. And second off, you didn't realize I made a whole entire like boat. So, great. I'm your entertainment while you put on your long ass nails. Love that. Glad I can entertain thee. Little old me entertaining you chicken nuggets slowly but surely, day by day. Suha, a $15 sleigh. Are you kidding me? Go slay, go slay, go slay. Tubbo, can you miss her? She says that. Yeah, she says I don't believe you. $15 sleigh, goal, slay, goal, slay. First goal of the day. Which one's $50? Is it like Woods or something? Oh, Full Moon. Thank you, Suha, so much. I really, really appreciate it. 50 buccarinos. Let's shoot for 100. Let's go ahead and do it. If anyone's feeling cutesy dang batootsy and like to help out with our little gift goal, I would super, super appreciate it. If you'd like to help out, it's just the first link in my bio. If for some reason the first link does not work, we have other links in my bio as well. How about I do a double dog dare to see if we can potentially get to it quicker? What if we shoot for a $11.11 sleigh? And what if we shoot for a about $25 sleigh? Why not? $11.11 and $25. Obviously, feel free to send more, send less. Don't send anything if you don't feel the need to do so. But again, if you'd like to help out, first link in my bio. I see my friends trying to find a rug to do a slug. Gotta take my mind off. Which seat can I take? It's Friday. Suha, you literally sent $11.11 as well. OMG. Shit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Where is the little candy sleigh? Thank you, Suha, so much. 6111 out of 100. 6111 out of 100. Now let's see if we get that $25 sleigh. What's my streaming schedule look like? I don't have one, to be honest. I post when I'm gonna go live on Discord every single time I do. Typically, I go live a handful of times a week, usually like 4 or 5. But I kind of just do it whenever I feel like it, slash whenever people bully me enough into doing it. So I I don't have like a schedule that I'm like really strictly like going by any means, but you can catch me here and there. Um, yeah, it's for anybody. My Discord's just in my bio. Anybody can join it. Just as long as you're not a ravenous cunt, I could care less. Who decides to come join the crew of little chicken nugget bugs that just sit there and yap and chit chat all day. Most people don't talk to me anymore in my Discord. I think I fell off. People used to like bother me and talk to me all day long. Now no one really gives a hell. So maybe people can join it and start giving a hell and start chit chatting with me again because I'm no longer loved by the people that are currently there. I'm just washed up little old Austin. You know what I mean? Anything for the greatest builder in The Sims 4, and that's period. That's me. Greatest builder at your service. Let's see. That's nutty. I know, Carly, it's nutty that I fell off so bad. I thought that people were there to see me through and hang out with me and just be BFFs for abs, but hey, everyone just leaves slowly but surely. Function F5. Put you right here. Yeah, this would be a cute little place to hang. When it comes to actually the fireplace is right there, which I like kind of dig, but I feel like maybe since this furniture is like fabric, maybe I actually go ahead and put it like here instead, so that way it can still be very much covered from the elements if it does like rain or whatever it may be. I'd be unemployed full time. Listen, quit your job. listen. Quit your job. It's fine. I take priority over your working. Don't we know this? Quit or find a job that allows you to watch me the entire time. Those are the only options you have. You know what I mean? So I'll let you decide, but that's what you have to do to show your love and loyalty. I see my friends. Okay, so we do that. And then we'll do a little tray sleigh. Is that a pet I see in the back? No, that's a ghost. I have lots of ghosts in my apartment. I mean, I am watching you the entire time. Yeah, but like, I don't know. Do better, Maddie. Watch me more than you already do. Tomorrow is Saturday. Let's put a little tea set right here. Bucket, why not? Little crumpets. Sim doesn't pay me like it does you. When I make it your level, you'll be sick of me. Listen. Everyone has the chance to do the same thing I do, so I have faith in you. I'm nothing special. I'm just little old me. Nothing special to see here. Kick it in the front seat, kick it in the back seat. Does anybody want to hear my new little anyone want to hear my new story idea that I have? Because I finished the one last night that I discussed. Does anyone want to know a sneak peek of the one that I have to write maybe today? Because I'm kind of excited. Always yes. Okay, so I'll do a quick little rundown if no one knows what the fuck I'm talking about. I decided to write a book because I'm just Austin and I just be doing shit. So I'm going to be writing a book. I'm already writing a book. It's like a horror book where I'm basically going to be writing a bunch of short stories, putting it all within the same book itself. So that way I can somehow, some way just be even more famous than I currently am because I'm convinced I'm going to be the next Stephen King. So cute. So the stories that I currently have in the order that I wrote, which I'm not going to give any of the storyline away because I'm just going to force you guys to want to actually potentially read it one day. But the first story I have is about something that's like kind of similar to the vibes of Scream when it comes to like there's a mass killer trying to pick off teens one by one. So that's the first story. The second story is about a girl who is house sitting for her boss while he's out of town. And let's just say when she's upstairs in the bathtub, she hears someone breaking their way into the house and men talking while she's by herself upstairs in a bathtub. There's that. The third one is about oh, it's about something that's related to like about where I used to work. When I worked at Hollister, it's completely a made up story. It's not like this actually happened, but it's basically a situation about a couple of teenagers working at a clothing store at closing time, and one of them hears something strange happening in the fitting room when no one's supposed to be in there. So that's the next one. Then the one after that is I have two kids. By kids, I mean two teenage boys sitting at home with one another while their mom's at the grocery store, and someone who's saying they're the pizza man knocks on their door. It's not the pizza man. And then after that, I wrote a story about two friends going on a road trip, and their gas in their car runs out while they're basically miles away from the nearest gas station in the middle of the night. So they decide to take a rest inside their car. And let's just say some crazy stuff happens when one of them wakes up and realizes that, oh shit, there's someone outside their car. And then the one I wrote last night is a game about rock, paper, scissors, but not in a fun way. So there's that. Gotta hop off. Have a great live. Slay. I only read the first two and I need to catch up. I don't have the other ones available yet. I think that the first two are ones that I wanted to just like put a little feeler out there to see if anybody actually thinks that what I have to say is worth anything. Glad it was. And the one that I'm making whenever I'm able to sit down and write is going to be a story about a not so blind date about two people who, let's just say, they match on one of the dating apps, and let's just say the first date goes well until it doesn't. So I'm just so creative. I don't know who I think I am, but I'm having fun, so let me live. Those all sound like great storylines. Thank you. I think that they're definitely based off of stories that have, you know, kind of already happened before. I'm definitely not trying to by any means recreate like a whole new set of stories that never once existed before. But I feel like in a way I'm putting my own thoughts together and basing it off of numerous different aspects that, you know, I feel like some people might also enjoy. So here we are. Haunted Sims game story. Just a silly idea. What do you mean? Haunted Sims game story? You can also make into little videos somehow and start a series on TikTok? Yes. So basically, I have another TikTok account that once I'm finished with the book, I'm going to just like turn that into, I guess, a page to more or less like discuss it and promote it. And maybe if I'm lucky, I can, you know, post some videos on there and like gain some traction. I'm planning on just doing a like self publishing situation. I kind of like looked into it a little tiny bit. I don't know all the P's and carrots just yet, but I was seeing how like essentially it's fairly easy to kind of jumpstart something like that on like a outlet like Amazon or something, where you can turn it into like either like an ebook, or there's like a print on demand thing where as people like, I guess, order it, they can have like an actual physical copy come to their home. Maybe a TikTok story. Actually, Melissa, it's funny you said that. That actually was the last idea I had before I went to bed last night. I thought about the little situation with like the first date going good but then bad. That was something that I thought of this morning. But last night before I went to bed, I was like, wait, what if I made a story talking about like someone stalking someone that they become obsessed with online? So, yeah. Yeah. So, Melissa, you slightly read my mind. So, look at you, babe. Look at you. So, I'm really, really excited about it. I very much am. So, Stephen King, step aside, babe. Also, fun fact. So, if anybody remembers this, about a year and a half ago, my boyfriend and I went to Florida. His parents, they still, so this is going to sound like extreme, but it's not meant to. his parents have two places in Florida because they had a place that was essentially like near like Siesta Key. But after the hurricane had happened, like it kind of just was one of those situations that they were gonna just like sell it. But I don't believe they've sold it just yet. But anyways, we went to this said house and they ended up getting another place somewhere different. But they actually, fun fact, live on the exact same road as Stephen King. So that's pretty cool. So maybe I'm gonna be moving into his house pretty soon. Mhm. Okay. So we got that taken care of. And let's see, Stephen King's my favorite author. I've never read a single book by Stephen King, to be so fucking for real. So I really don't know anything about him other than the fact that he was like the creator of like the movie, or I guess the story about it, like the killer clown or whatever, Pennywise. And then I also know he's had like other movies. Was it like Hannibal Lecter by Stephen King? I could be wrong. But things like that I have heard of by Stephen King. Okay, so we got this little upstairs area, cute and fine. Carrie at the Shiny Pet Cemetery. Yeah, there's a bunch of different ones. I haven't personally seen them all, but I have seen a fair share of them. So Slay, coming for his title. Let's do this office really quick. This is like one of the other rooms. How about Alex, since you're chatting the most at the moment, what color should I make the walls in the office? I'll let you decide. The lovely Alex gets to be the decider of the walls. Fuji? What's Fuji? Like the water? That's Fiji. I don't know what Fuji is. But blue? We can do blue. We'll do another blue sleigh. Oh, Cujo. Jesus. I don't know if I've ever. Is that about the dog? Like a killer dog or something? When I was growing up, I had a dog named Granted, this was when I was real fucking young. We had a dog that was named Cujo that was a German Shepherd. I don't remember him at all, other than the fact that I was like a young little buck, and I just remember that like we indeed had a dog named Cujo, but it was only a couple of months old, and I think that it was just like too much for like my mom because she had like to deal with like me and my older brother, and I just don't think that she was in a position where she could take care of like a fucking like a 4-year old, a 14-year old, and have a fucking dog all at the exact same time. So she, after her and my dad like got divorced, I guess she moved into like an apartment for a little while, and I guess she became friendly with one of the neighbors. I don't know what the situation was, but she ended up like basically finding out about the fact that like the police department was like looking for not volunteers, but they were like always looking for like, things like German shepherds to become police dogs. So apparently she ended up like giving him to the police department to become a police dog, and I don't know what kind of success story this dog may have had, but I think I like that blue. But apparently, the last I heard when I was probably like in middle school or something, my mom had said something along the lines of that he got word that the dog like had just retired from being a police dog, and that's kind of cool. Rabid dog, yeah, that's what I heard of. The rabid dog Cujo. Maybe I do. I think I'm gonna stick with these shelves right here just because I have no effort to fill the entire things with tons of books. So we'll just do this set and we'll just kind of like line it. Um, let's see. I feel like the white's just not it. Mm, yeah, maybe we'll go for this color. Or let's see. My favorite CC creator for living room furniture. Depends on what I'm making. Maybe Felix Andre. Maybe Pierre Sim. Probably Pierre Sim if I had to say. I feel like Pierre Sim has like the David's apartment collection, and I fear that that collection is superior to a lot of other collections in so many ways. So I have to humbly say, love both of those. So put you right there and put you right there. And then let's go ahead and boobly bop bop ba da 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 bop ba da 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 bop ba ba. You're welcome. Is that the same color swatch or no? Once I make my move, you're free to check the queen. No, you can't. There must be another way. Do you want to stop Snape from getting that stone or not? Let me show you what you're missing. Paradise. You don't have to win it, girl. You don't have to roll the dice. Let me show you what you're here for. Here for. Look in my eyes. Searching is so wrong. You seem like the type to love you and leave you. Don't disappear right after the song. Show decorated so far? Unfortunately, no. I'm trying to buzz through and finish this as much as possible, as fast as possible, because I was making it a goal for myself to hopefully finish this stream or finish this house on today's live stream. So we don't have time to do a tour right now. Where can I find these bookshelves? They are from the CC creator, Strange Storyteller Sim. It's a very, I have it like the creator's name on my my Excel sheet that I have for all of the custom content that I personally use. So you're able to grab that if you would like to do so. I gotta delete some of these if you'd like to do so. But the I don't remember what I was just saying. Live, laugh, love. If anyone remembers what I said, cool. If you don't remember, I don't either. Don't disappear right after the song. So give me the night to hold you, to leave you. Out of curiosity, have I ever annoyed anybody? Like, have you ever just been like watching me like, damn, Austin just like really won't shut the fuck up today? Like, he needs to take a fucking chill. Or not really. Am I just like too like dope and awesome to ever be mad at? I hate when I have to put the books in my. Yeah, me too. I just don't have the patience for it. I also feel like these color swatches like do not match each other, so that's real good. Can never annoy us? No, because when I wouldn't watch. Okay, well there we go. Slay. Not me not being annoying at all. Okay. That's pretty slay. Like I'm out here just serving like so fucking fun, so fucking entertaining, so fucking baby girl, you know what I mean? So I'm happy about it. You're welcome for gracing you with such amazing, amazing cutie dang patootiness. There we go. We have our little bookshelves. I have to change a couple of these. These color swatches, I tell ya, can barely tell what's from what. For me, it's FaceTiming is different from other creators, so I like it. I am happy to hear that. I always love when people just like me. It's my favorite. Like, I'm glad that, like, I can just be my own little silly self and people just aren't mad about it. They're just like, whatever. Just Austin doing his Austin shit. Don't mind me. Let's see. You get me out here dancing alone. Okay. Range. Hold on. I never know how to fucking type it. Story teller. There we go. Ugh. Oh, someone's moving. Wait, let me be nosy for a second. Let me see if they're coming or go. Get U-Haul. Nosy always. I don't see nothing. The U-Haul's shut. It's shut. Ugh. I mentioned it in my Discord, but if anybody's wondering about the saga, what happened with my next door neighbor, I still don't know. Haven't heard a peep from the person who lives next door in probably almost a month and a half. I've heard like a little bit of noises here or there, but like honestly, I couldn't confirm it or deny if someone's actually been in there. But I looked yesterday, the day before, maybe the day before yesterday, and I noticed that his unit is now available. So the neighbor that I had, he is either out of here or about to be out of here. His unit says it's available on like November 1st, so I think he's been gone. So don't know what happened with that situation, but that whole situation was just very, very bonkers and cray cray. But yeah. So if anyone wants to if anybody wants to be besties with Austin for real, there is an apartment available next to me, but like please don't move in next to me because that'd be a little nutty. Be a little fucking nutty. The one that got locked out? No, the one that beat the shit out of his girlfriend and I witnessed it through my walls. That one. That would nonstop like fucking listen to fucking party tunes at 2 in the morning on a Thursday. Worst neighbor I've ever had in my entire life. Yeah. I think he went to jail. I'm just gonna say it. I'm starting a rumor. I think he went to jail. So I think that's why I haven't heard a peep from him ever since the situation unfolded, because I think he went to jail. If I had to put money on it, that would be my guess. So. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Tell me you're going. Tell me you're going. Low key right now, he might be moving out as we speak. Wait, is this coming or going? Oh, it's coming. He's pulling out this person's pulling out a mattress or a rug or something. Yeah, I wish I knew his name too so I could look up all the tea, but unfortunately I do not. Do not, do not, do not. I tried, but I was too nervy to look. I felt like all I needed was to be involved in a situation with that fucking weirdo loser bitch. Shawty call 911. Shawty Shire button on the dance floor. Whoa, 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 whoa. She moves around and she takes a look around on the dance floor. Pardon me. Shawty's fire popping that birthday cake. Good morning, Lindsay. Use your phone and show us. Show what? What am I showing? Let's again just pull it back. Hello? The moment passed? Oh. Okay. Book? Probably doesn't want to know where he lives. What are you talking about? Are you talking about the person moving in right now? I mean, it's literally just a U-Haul. They're just a U-Haul standing there. I saw someone peek their head out of it with like a rug. That's it. It's a lucky day. I'm here for a live. Isabel, I'm getting off right now. I'm getting off literally in 1 second. So you came too late, babe. What's that about? I took my red neck guard and my jewelry. I was just kidding, by the way. It's not a good idea to tell people either. This is probably true. This is probably true. No one try to come get me, pretty please, with sprinkles. I'd really appreciate it if we didn't. Shawty is burn like the fire. Burn like fire. Shawty call 911. Virgo, are you going to blame the road now? Okay, make sure you lay down face first so that way you don't see the drama unfold. It was nice knowing you, babe. We'll miss you big time. Big time, big time, big time. Lighting. Have y'all seen the guy who can guess your location based on what's in your video? No, but I've seen things similar where people will be like, my profile's private. I'm sure you can't find me. And it's like the person somehow will find like the email of like their boss and like send it to them. And they'll be like, found ya. I've seen shit like that, but I don't play with people like that. I'm not trying to sit there and have anybody prove to me that they know who I am. So I will gladly not ever reach out to those individuals asking, try to find me then. Because I don't want them to try to find me. Thank y'all. No debate, thank you. Welcome. Austin has great advice always, period. Whoever thought I didn't have great advice is crazy. I'm the king of good advice. Ask me anything, I'll tell you what to do. La da 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 da. La da da da. La da 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 da. That could be like story like a scary stalker. Yes, that's what I plan on. I think that it was either Alex or Melissa. I'm pretty sure it was Melissa. Also mentioned essentially the same thing. I'm going to very much be doing that. I think that so initially my goal was to make I like feel so fucking like loser talking about this, mind you. Like I'm really being vulnerable right now, making a clown out of myself saying I'm writing a fucking book. If you know any lore about me, I don't even fucking read books. Like I am just who the fuck does this kid think he is type vibes is literally what I'm thinking. So like I can only imagine what others are doing, rolling their eyes as I fucking sit here and like talk about some shit like I'm a professional like author ass bitch. But um I was going to try to write 10 different stories, but unfortunately I have to do more than that because I was Googling like different like averages when it came to like the amount of words in an average book. Apparently for like the average like young adult slash like fantasy or horror or mystery, it has about 70 or 50 to 70,000 words. I'd have to like each of the stories that I've written are between like 2000 and like the longest one right now is 3600 words. So I'm averaging about 2500 per, which means I'd probably have to write close to like 20 stories, which is fine. It's just going to take me a little bit longer than I wanted to, but that being said, I've already successfully wrote one, two, three, four. I've already successfully wrote six. So 6 down. If I do that 5 more times, I'll be good to go. I love seeing people try new things. You will slay. That's what I was telling my friend Katie. Like, she was like, I don't understand how you are just like always out here like trying new things. Like, I wish that I like could strive to like do things like that, but like I don't have the effort. And I'm like, I don't either, but like here I am, just constantly thinking of like the what the next big fucking idea is, the next greatest thing I could do. So I think that it's kind of cool that I put myself out there and try to do things that are different and unique, but I also do very realize that like it does sound kind of goofy. I feel like I keep on saying I feel like every single person probably thought their idea was stupid until others thought that it wasn't stupid. So like I feel like it's a fair assumption that like every single person who at some point started something was probably like I'm going to fail, like I'm wasting my time doing this ridiculous shit. Then the ones who just kept on doing it and the ones that didn't fail are like laughing to themselves now, like I'm glad that I fucking gave it a shot. So that's kind of my thought process. You're just creative, exactly. I'm just a creative little bug. I tried writing fan fiction a few years ago. Why'd you stop? Pick it back up and do it. I'm the one telling you right now to just keep trying new shit. So yeah. Yum 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 yum. Ay 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 ay. All right, let's go ahead and put Miss Thing like right here. Austin Fowler does sound like an author name. I think I also love that. Should I have a pen name though? Like, should I be out here being Austin Fendler, or should I just be like, you know how people have like pen names where it's like, I don't even have one, like Sherlock Holmes. Is that an author? Or is that a detective? I'm not sure, but you know what I mean. Something that's just like giving like, ooh, whoa, whoa, who is this? Type of vibes. I probably just keep Austin Fendler because I'd be real big mad if I was like out here serving famous for like writing next generation of like amazing books and everyone thinks that it's like somebody named like Rumple fucking Siltskin. You know what I mean? Maybe I should just kind of keep to it being very obviously a me thing. But fun idea for a second to me for me to think that I was going to have a pen name. Let's see. Put that right there and right there. comfort. And then I'm gonna do something that's like hopefully going to fit that was like slightly similar to what I did downstairs, where I'm going to do like maybe like 2 chairs across from each other with maybe like a table. I was gonna do a coffee table. Maybe I'll do like an actual table, so that way it can kind of be like if you want to sit down and read or whatever it may be, you're able to do so. I have a chess table downstairs, and I have a chess table on this table right here. So I don't think I need a third chess table for this house. I think that would be a bit of an overkill. But I think something like this would be kind of pleasant for me to have. Let's see. Just a little table, so that way if you want to come here and write or do whatever you want to do, you have the ability to do so. And then I think after I place this, I'm going to have the office be done. I feel like it's good enough. I love a good Victorian theme. I tend to find myself always building them. Yeah, in real life, like just in general, my favorite style of home, and I've said this a million times, so I'm a broken record at this point, I'm sure. But my favorite like style of house is like I love like an old school manor. Like kind of like what I'm building right now. Like I feel like this is like a newer version. Like this house is not serving 100 years old looking. This looks like someone like built a house based off an old home, which I think is gorgeous. But in a dream world, I would literally get a house that was like 200 years old that's like kind of falling apart, but if you walk inside, there's like tons of molding every single where like place. There's like beautiful fucking hardwood floors and just details and fucking chandeliers everywhere and stuff like that. But like I would unfortunately destroy it by making it modern, meaning like if you ever walked into like a restoration hardware or something like that, um, like I love the look of like if I had like a den that was like all wood paneling that was like carved to like look like how these walls were, I would not want them to be wood. I'd want them to be painted like gray, or I'd want it to like look like how this looks, where it's like it looks clean but still has a lot of details. I don't like fucking shades of cherry wood, and I don't want, shit like that. So I can't wait for the day that I have $10 million to build my dream house, because I'm going to be making the internet absolutely pissed when I'm painting and doing a bunch of shit to destroy the character. But I don't give a fuck. I like it. Let me have some black paint and molding if I want it. Why does it have to be fucking wood? Whoever decided wood is the only thing that's ever supposed to be fucking cute? I don't like wood. I like shit painted. So that's why I tend to build things like that. I don't think I'm gonna build my dream apart or my dream house anytime soon. I feel like I've done that a couple of times, and I feel like it's kind of a broken record, and it's just kind of its own variation of different shit. And also, realistically speaking, it would probably look very similar to how this looks. You know what I mean? So like, why hashtag bother? But yeah. Why won't they let us paint the wood paneling? I have no idea. People literally are just insufferable on all lengths of the internet. And one of the things that I always find so strange is the people who have the pride and who have the nerve to comment on someone's video who is doing a series basically saying like renovating my dream home, and they're sitting there watching it and they just say they fucking hate every single thing someone does because it's not their taste, or they don't believe that you should get rid of the pink bathtub because it's gorgeous and history and blah blah blah. So I don't know. Are you going to do a build for Christmas? I think this year I might do the Home Alone house for Christmas. I haven't done it before, and I always kind of wanted to, so I think we might do that this year. Here's our library, by the way. We just have like a little bookshelves of shit, and then we have things like this. I painted paneling in my house. Exactly, like as you should. Do whatever's right for you, babe. Do whatever's right for you. I have to urinate really quickly, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that real fast. So if you have not already done so, hit that follow button right now for me, so that way you can continue being my BFFL for hashtag ever. Also, we are still only $39 away from our current gift goal. I have a double dog dare out there for a $25 sleigh still. So if anybody wants to be super, super dope, consider helping out. If for some reason the first link doesn't work in my bio to help out with our goal, there's other links, but I will BRB. I also painted my I also painted my brick fireplace, which apparently is also very controversial. Do whatever you want. I literally have white brick walls all surrounding me. And I didn't even paint them, they came that way. So I'm for it. Do whatever makes you happy. Ugh. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so we just finished the hashtag library. So we are basically done with the top floor completely. Let me just put some type of. Oh, I have to do the bathroom still. Okay. So ready to leave for work? Oh, I bet. I bet. Let's go ahead and do the conservatory really quickly, just so we can kind of bounce over and do something that we haven't done just yet. Now, this room is basically just gonna be like a greenhouse, more or less. So we have that going for us. Thank you, Brooke, so much for the daily heart me. Ashley, thank you so much for the $10 sleigh. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you big time. Now we're only $29 away from our gift goal. It's a freaking ghost. All right, let's go ahead and do some plantalonas. Now, I think what I want to do is put a, let's do the Jardin. Jardin. A little spooky. I think I want to do a little Jardin table and like put it in the center so that way we can have like a plantalicious, definitious little situation. So that way we can have a place to like sit inside of here that's also serving plant. I know I use this table situation like so often, but let me live. Let me just fucking live. Grab you. Bam, 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 bam. We're gonna go ahead and decorations. Oh, yeah. Grab you. And then we'll do like a little worn down sleigh. And then let's just kind of fill the surrounding areas with some little planty plants. Little planty plants all scattered throughout. So let's see. Okay, so I kind of like you, and you're like kind of a nice fit in this corner. So let's put you right here as our first little plant, and we'll kind of darken the vase. And then let's go ahead and maybe do. We'll put you right next to this. Kind of a nice little spot for that. And then I don't mind a little texture on the bottom of that vase. And then Let's see. I feel like this thing right here, maybe I'll like plop this onto this opposite side just because I kind of like the fact that it has some hanging items on it. And hopefully I can get a swatch that, I guess we'll do that swatch right there. And then, let's see. Obviously we got to do Old Faithful right here. This is just like one of those little icons. Maybe I'll put these over on this side. And then we'll do same kind of dark sleigh. And then, let's see. I have no game plan for this. I'm literally just going to be placing stuff, hoping for the best. So if this looks like dog shit, retweet. So, let's see. We are in a greenhouse, yes. We're just jumping around through the final handful of rooms, just slowly but surely filling up our spaces with the last touches of items as we finish off our tiny cutie patootie little schmeckle. A little schmeckle tiny home. Nothing too big, just a simple starter. A simple starting sleigh. RUSTYC. R to the U to the S to the TYC. We'll go ahead and add this table right here. Bam. 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 There we go. Change the color of this to something a little bit darker. I think every creative simmer deserves a real life 10 mil budget to create our own dream home. Listen, sign me up. I'm down. I'm down for that. Fully down. Hundo P. Hundo P. Sign me the bucket. Ooh. That's a little bit too big. Is that too big? Does that look fucking strange, sized up that large? Not really. It makes a statement. Do I have a lot of rooms left to decorate? Not really. Huge. I don't really know if I would say it was huge. I mean, they all look like normal sized plants to me. I wish it didn't pop into the like the table though is the only problem. She does look lush. I wonder if I can put this. Yeah, we'll put that right here instead. And then maybe we can go ahead and move these out of the way. Put you right here. Maybe I put those in this corner instead. Yeah, we'll put you in the corner instead, like so. Oh. Also, hi, hello. ¿Cómo estás? Do something like that. Scooch over a bit. And then, let's see. Hi, Shaylee. Hello, hello. Then we'll put those down there. We'll go ahead and maybe put in these little thingies. And then not sure what this stuff is, but we'll put it down here. Go ahead and do, let's see. I love this thing. Where are the white potted plants from? I don't see any white potted plants. Are you okay? What do you mean? What white potted plants? Put you right here. And then go ahead and put another one of you in. La da 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 da. Your bookshelf is so nice decorated in real life. Oh, thank you. I put a lot of little effort into it. A lot of little effort. Boom. 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 A chicka boom. Boom. Ba-dum. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Ba-dum. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Yeah, Brooklyn's sleeping on the ground next to me. She's got her Z's going. She got her Z's going. I'm not really sure what you need a scale for, but fuck it up. SOIL. That like so. We'll do a little hose sleigh. Hopefully I can find a hose really quickly. Well, the wrapped hose is kind of like a cute, so I can put you underneath here. Maybe it's just so I don't have to like really worry about it. Maybe we can just pretend that there's like a spigot somewhere, like, so that way I don't have to like actually put the other one in. It's fine. We can just pretend. So we have this kind of taken care of. Decorations. Go ahead and maybe put bam, bam, and then what is this? Here we go. We just have some little plants hanging out over here. And then over on this side, got a couple of plants over on that side. Maybe we do, maybe we do a handful more on the opposite. Maybe a handful of more on the opposite. What can I do? What can I do? What can I? Oh, I like this little thingy. Let me put this maybe like over there. And then sorry, I'm trying to like find something. I like thought process of that, but I don't like that itself. Maybe we can put a couple of these in. Bam. Bam. And then we can do Ugh, it's ugly. We can put this next to it. Perfect. And then on the opposite side, maybe I put like a little surface of some sort. So that way we can have like, maybe like a little radio or something. I don't fucking know. A little music noise maker. You're back. You went to go cook lunch. What did you make? Did you make a booger sandwich with extra boogies? Because I bet my hat you probably did. A little booger sandwich. Creamy pesto pasta. I think you meant creamy booger. Boogie sandwich is insane. I know, but you're the one just out here chewing on them all day long. You love a little boogie sandwich. It's the slice of life that keeps you going day and day to have your boogalicious sandwich. Maybe I do you. Yeah, I don't hate that. And then maybe we do record. I had an egg sandwich for lunch. Now, the problem with that for me is that, like, I feel like it will make you, like, shit and toot too much. I, like, don't really be out here farting, which I know, again, it's, like, the most pick-me thing that I, like, possibly ever say. But, like, realistically speaking, I just don't fart. Like, I know that sounds like, oh my God, whatever, but, like, I'm just not out here ripping ass. But, like, I feel like anybody who, like, eats eggs, I feel like they're just having, like, little toots here and there. So are you, like, hotboxing the house, Melissa, or no? Not judging, but judging. I don't have problems eating eggs. I feel like I would. I, for some reason, feel like I would be having that shit leak out of my butthole like sulfur if I were to be out here eating an egg sandwich. Do not eat eggs? Not really, no. I, like, have 8 eggs. It's not like I, you know, am prude to an egg, but I just personally don't partake in egging. Not gonna lie. Egging's just not one of the things that I do. It's just not really my character to be chewing on eggs all day, but to each their own. I'm not perfect, even though I am. So, like, I'm not going to judge anybody who likes to enjoy some eggaroonies. Let's see. I thought you eat those egg bites. Oh, that's right. That's like the only thing that's egg related. I forgot about those. If I go to Trader Joe's, they have like these egg white bite things that are like, they're like, what's it called? I think when I'm thinking of eggs, I'm thinking of like a fucking cold hard boiled egg is like what's coming to mind. I'm not thinking of like putting eggs inside of a cake or like an omelet necessarily. I don't eat those other than those things from Trader Joe's. But like a hard boiled egg or a deviled egg, get the fuck away from me. You know what I mean? Or like a sunny side up. I don't want anything to do with that. I don't want anything to do with the sunny side up. Bam. They were scrambled egg on a bagel. Okay, well that's a little bit more acceptable in my eyes. So you're off the hook from being a little strange bug in my eyes, officially. I was thinking you were having like an egg salad sandwich made with like mayonnaise and fucking paprika or whatever the fuck else you'd put inside of it with like mustard and shit. My favorite is eggs Benedict. I don't like hollandaise sauce. Personally. I love egg salad. I feel attacked. Yeah, but there's some people out here that are like really like loving like a deviled egg too, and they'll like sit there at the picnic and like they'll eat like 8 deviled eggs and just be like hot boxing the whole entire family after. So like again, I'm judging, but like that's only because I just don't believe in that. Me, me, deviled eggs is nuts. Ugh, just the idea of them. Can't do it. Oh, it's like gonna make me sick. I can't do it. It grosses me out. Um, Deviled eggs is insane. It is. Deviled eggs at Easter are delicious. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Couldn't do it. Couldn't, wouldn't, won't be me. Won't be moi. I like how some people expect to talk about it, I just don't. I don't really either. I mean, if I'm like eating a bunch of bullshit, then like, yeah, the chances are that my stomach might be rocked up the next day. But for the most part, I feel like I don't really have issues when it comes to eating a lot of stuff, unless it's just like very heavy in dairy. I feel like if I have too much like cheesy or too much like type of stuff that's like in that genre, then I'll definitely be shitting my brains out the next day. But like, I'm not one of those people that if I were to like have like I don't know, like a bagel and cream cheese, I'm gonna like run to the bathroom and just like shit my pants. Lewis has to like take like Lactaid if he's gonna have cheese, or like he will diarrhea himself. So, you know, everyone's a little bit different, obviously, to each your own, but yeah. I have issues eating anything ever. No gallbladder problem. Oof, that's no good. I've got a pretty tough stomach when it comes to food. Well, perfect. I'm glad to hear that. Hi, Estella. We're just talking about people getting diarrhea and eating deviled eggs, which I could never be a part of that movement. Do they have deviled eggs in Europe or no? Is that like an American thing? Because it should be only an American thing, because I don't know why anybody in the other countries would be out here chewing down on eggs, but hey. Again, I'm not judging, but I'm judging. But I'm allowed to judge. Take a deep breath. Walk through the door. I want to say deviled eggs like German or something. Oh, really? Was not aware. Say that again. Do you guys have deviled eggs in Europe? Like those little hard boiled eggs with like the wishity wooshity little fucking egg yolks mixed with like with like fucking whatever shit goes inside of it, like mustard and mayonnaise and seasonings and stuff. So that way everyone can just like breathe stinky breath on everybody. I just had a stomach bug for 6 days straight. I lost like 7 pounds. Kind of a sly little skinny moment. Not you being skinny. Love. Love a little skinny. Actually, deviled eggs coming from ancient Rome. Oh, so those are the culprits for making that stink nasty dish. Well, Estella, you're not missing out. So don't even remotely worry about not having deviled eggs there, because you're lucky to not have to ever witness a hot fucking day with a table of fucking deviled eggs just melting on top of each other while people are belching and ripping farts that smell like sulfur all day long. So you're very thankful that you have not been victim of that hate crime just yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. The crazy ass bitch. She'll be knocking on your door. So, we do have scorched eggs. Now I don't know what a scorched egg would be. I'm not gonna lie. That doesn't really register what that would mean in my head. So you're gonna have to tell me. I'm dying laughing. Why? Because I'm like hate criming people who are out here breathing deviled eggs on each other at a picnic or at Thanksgiving or at Easter or at whatever other shindig someone finds necessary to be devil egging. La da 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 da. Scotch, not scorched. What do you mean? Oh, I don't know what a Scotch egg then. Hate criming, I'm dead. Well, yeah, like you're hate criming each other by just breathing that diabolical shit. Like POV, you're at a picnic. You're just walking over to the fucking table that has the red and white little cloth on it. There's some fuck ass potato salad with a very obvious black hair on top of it. There's a tray of fucking, mixed fruit with bugs kind of just like flying on top of it. And on the corner of your eye, you see a platter of half picked over deviled eggs with yellow schmear kind of hitting different parts of the little party tray that it's being served on. You pick it up and it's kind of a room temperature when it's supposed to be more or less cold. You throw that bad boy in your mouth and just start chewing that weird, mushy shit. And before you know it, someone comes over to you that they haven't seen in a while and they're like, hey, what have you been up to? And as you're talking, you're just breathing all this deviled egg shit all over them. And, you're sitting there and chatting. They barely can keep a straight face because they're just like, oh my fucking gosh, I'm going to gag at how stink fuck this motherfucker's mouth smells right now with those deviled egg fumes. And then grandma walks behind you to give you a little scratch on the back saying, hi there, there, dear. How are you? And then as she's walking away, you fucking crop dust on accident because you're already out here breathing out fucking sulfur. Now you got to shit out sulfur. And you're just literally turning this entire little picnic, this one together, into a festival of just fucking egg stink. So, yeah. That made me nauseous. I mean, hey, you guys are out here liking the deviled eggs, not me. You make me nervous about eating eggs now. Shit, you should be, because I'm right. I'm right. I'm bringing down the hammer right now. You are hurting everyone's noses by eating deviled eggs. I don't think a single person's out here being like, "Ooh, did you just eat a deviled egg? Yum yum yum." Put me over to that direction so I can smell the same way. So, yeah. Clocked it, clocked it, clocked it. I really hate. I mean, I think that they're just sick. I can't get past it. Like, I just can't imagine a world where anybody just wants to just sit there and chew on some mayonnaise ass egg. I just can't. Doesn't sit right with yours truly. Oh, I'm such an Austin. Rage bait. The way that I'm 100% serious right now, mind you. If someone offered me $100 to eat a deviled egg, I would gag. Like, I have no interest in those fucking eggs. Zero interest. I wanted to put like a little light sleigh in here, but I don't think any of these light sleighs are going to be the movement. Well, I guess we can just go for a subtle sauce. Okay, so I think that our little greenhouse sleigh needs a little fountain in the center. And then I think that we can be done with it. It was never intended to be anything super, super nuts. I mean, these people have 1,000 places to sit. Whenever I finish this house, which I'm not optimistic I'm going to finish it today, unfortunately. I told myself I only plan on staying on until about like 1 o'clock or so, maybe 1:30, which is about an hour from now. So I can't promise we're gonna finish this today, but you never fucking know, I guess. I'm trying slowly but surely. I tried so hard, and that's okay. Cause in the end, it doesn't even matter. I wanted to put a fountain here, but I don't think it's gonna fit. J to the K. Maybe I can put in a little small cunty sleigh instead. Yeah, I mean, a small little fountain, I guess, is better than no fountain. You can just put one maybe like right here. Just kind of have a little bit of a calming sleigh. Didn't fit. For being a cold fan, too, I'm surprised that I don't like fucking deviled eggs. Yeah, no. Not me, bitch. Not me. Okay, so let's see how our little greenhouse turned out. Let's see if I would fucking want to come out and hang in here. Let's see. So you walk on outside, you're greeted by Cunty Fountain Sleigh, and you come towards our conservatory. I have to paint the ceilings of this and the other thing. But you come inside and you're like, ooh, like let me go over here and just like sit down, chill and shit. You have, a cute little vibe over here, a little moment, a little garden dinner party, perhaps. And then as you make your way down, we of course just have another little section that has some plants and things like that. It was never meant to be anything too crazy, just an area to house some lovely little plantalonas. I also have a water fountain I forgot about. This would be like maybe kind of bitch inside of. I already have water, or I already have the stuff inside of there. I was thinking it'd be kind of cool in the gym, but I guess I don't need it in the gym. It's fine. Let it in. I like sometimes wish I had a water fountain at my house. Like cups and shit are cool, but like imagine having a whole water fountain. What is this? Sunwoven terracotta. Mm, um, I'm trying to think like what I can do for the ceilings of the outside area that kind of goes with that little gray tile sleigh. What about you? Stone ruins. No. 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 Meow. 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 Um. Right. That's crazy. You're right. Cups are cool. Yeah, cups are cool. Great sound, thank you. Ba-da-da-da-ba-da-da-da-da-da. What the fuck can I do for a ceiling? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I just need a cool ceiling. Something that will look really nice. I just need a cool ceiling. Something that will slay a bunch. Um, hmm. Can I do a build tour so far? Unfortunately, no. I'm trying to speed through and finish this, and if I distract myself with doing a tour, it's going to eat into the 10 minutes of time that I really don't have today to be doing them. So I did a tour last night, I believe before I ended the live, or if I didn't, there was tours that were done yesterday. So if you want to go ahead and see one, if you just go to my Discord, which I'm sorry, my Twitch, which is just the same as like TikTok and stuff, you'll be able to see a tour over there. Um, what ceiling was I just using? It is the black one from, let's see. Where is that? Isn't it from like, well, am I not seeing it? And you can't copy it because I'm on ceiling mode. Oh, here it is. So is it this color? Yeah. Bam, bam. Did I miss any spaces? Um, I think that in the garages, I guess I could do the same little stone sleigh inside of there. Where is that? Here it is. I feel like I always use this one, but sue me. Do that and that. I want wall paints to be able to use on the ceilings. I feel like it would be a little bit. I feel like personally, I feel like floors make more sense because like I feel like if you had like walls that would do it, I feel like it could look potentially a little bit off. That looks nice. You see what I mean? Like walking down the corridor, we have like these concrete ceilings now. Um, yeah, okay. So we finished that little sleigh. Let me put 2 benches in. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum, ba-dum. Ah, my butt's asleep. We gon' fly, 'cause I ain't getting drunk and high tonight. God, I really wish I had a curved chair. The only thing that I have that's like serving curve is like this thing, but like that's clearly a no can do. I just would love for there to be like a moment where it was just perfectly curved and angled to this. It's like a little benchy poo to admire the fountain right next to it. But oh wow. Can't have it all. Can't have it all. But what can I do? What to do, Austin Fendler? What do you click to see in that view? The tab button. The tab button allows you to go into first person point of view. And then you're able to use your mouse and your keyboard to like guide your way through the house. Or whatever else I guess you're building if it's not a house, but that's all. Maybe I can do 2 chairs instead. Since I can't do a little curved sleigh. Yeah, I can do that. And then put like a little table or something. I don't mind that color. Yeah, maybe we can put that on both sides. So that way we can allow ourselves a little seating sleigh. Wow, no one says bless you. That's crazy. In a world full of evil, people can't say bless you. That's nuts. Nuts, nuts, nuts. There we go. Bless you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. It's about time. I was sitting here like wondering if anybody cared that I was just out here sneezing up a storm. Bless you, thank you. Thank you. Everyone's finally doing it. I appreciate it. Took long enough. Gosh, I was sitting here for ages. Ages and ages and ages. What set is this? Obviously estate. Why would it not be? I wonder if there's an estate like matching side table. Sorry, King, it's okay. It's like I can't expect always everyone to be perfect, but it's just like the small little moments like that where I really kind of expect the most out of people because it's free to be kind and just people just for whatever reason just don't feel the need to be kind when it comes to me sneezing. They have to wait for one person to do it before everyone else does. You know what I mean? It's just like a little sad testament to the people who slay. So that they have to start the bandwagon of being kind. Someone else can't start it for them. That's cute. Unbless you. Oh. Wow, that was like the meanest thing anyone said to me all day. That's crazy. An unbless you is just like the most largest form of hate when it comes to someone having a little sneezy sneeze. So, great. That hurt my feelings really big. Thank you. Thank you for that, Lexi. Hope you're proud. Hope you're proud of doing that to yours truly. I guess I deserve it. It's fine. Oh, do I not have this upstairs? I already have that on that one thing. Just kidding. I'm proud. Thank you. Oh. Lexi's out here really serving real mean today. Right. I guess I deserve it. It's fine. I just deserve to be belittled. It's fine. I'm used to it. Used to it. Someone asked to be the hater, I guess. If it's not you, then who? So, slay. Slay, I suppose. Look at this little chicken bug. You see her? She's just down here. Zing in her donut like usual. Always zing. Every single day. Little Z bug. Looks like Basnap Epper. I mean, she gets some good Z's, I'm assuming. Sweet baby bug. We have our sweet little baby bug. I still can't believe she is 5 days away from being the big old, she's gonna be the big number 12. 12 years old is absolutely wild. Remember when she was 12 weeks old? Kind of like the vibes of this little circly thing I made. A little baby bug. Yeah, that looks kind of cunt. I'm into it. Fuck it up, fuck it up, fuck it up, up. And then maybe we do the same thing I did with these, where we go bam, 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 bam. Perfection. And then we'll do the same thing on the opposite side. Mind you, I'm terrible at landscape and don't know what I'm doing. So if anyone hates this, sorry. I try. I tried so hard and that's okay. Because guess what? What? In the end, it doesn't even matter. Has anybody ever seen the movie a while back called it came out probably in like 2009, if I had to guess. It's called Never Back Down. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Have you ever seen that movie Yours, Mine, and Ours? The oldest son who was like supposed to be like the preppy like class president, like football player bitch, and it was like the first movie that I ever saw Amber Heard in, where she like was like this girl at a school that this boy just transferred to because his little brother was like he was like in a, I guess, a schooling for people who are trying to become professional tennis players, and he's like some like 15-year-old like, you know, tennis star, and this kid moves to like this place in Florida and gets involved with this scene of people who enjoy like fighting. Has anybody ever seen that? Am I like ringing a bell, or am I just like speaking crazy shit like normal? Because I watched that not too long ago. I've seen it a handful of times. I had it on Apple TV. I like rented it or bought it probably like 15 years ago, but not a bad watch for anybody who's bored. Yeah, with Sean Farrah. This sounds like a crazy plot. It's pretty good. Sean Ferris. Yeah, that's him. That sounds correct. I think this might be an overkill with all those little plants right here. Maybe not. We'll just keep going for it. I'm not mad by it, so you shouldn't be either. It also has that one guy. I don't know his name, but if you've ever seen 90210, like the show or whatever, I'm pretty sure it was the guy who played like Volchuk, if I'm not mistaken. Or not 90210, I'm sorry, the OC. He's the one who's like fighting. I can't remember what his name is. I want to say it's Cameron something. I could be wrong. But he's like the other main character in it. I'm pretty sure recently he was like in like the news the past couple of like maybe like 4 or 5 weeks ago. Something about how he tried like abandoning his like wife and kid and like ran off to like a different state or something, and then he got hit with like a big old charge of like not paying like child support or something. I'm just out here just like saying stupid shit. Did I miss everything? Yeah, you missed quite a bit, I'm not gonna lie. Respectfully, you have missed me doing the butler's little mini studio apartment. I did the sitting area on the 3rd floor. I went ahead and did the let's see. I went ahead and did the greenhouse. I added some more decorations. I've been live for about a little bit over 2 hours. So I've been, you know, I've been doing this shit. I've been yapping about stuff, preaching hate on deviled egg lovers. Like, it's just been a whole situation. Is the build done? No. I made a stretch goal for myself to try to finish it today. Realistically speaking, I'm only planning on staying on roughly another hour, and I really just don't see myself finishing this. So I think that it's extremely realistic for me to finish this on Sundays live, but it's probably in a circumstance where I finish the build probably in a matter of like maybe another hour or so, maybe an hour and a half, and then probably have to start something different after the fact, TBH. So we'll see. But yeah, we're in like the final stages of this little humble home. I don't know what I want to build next by any means at all. And I'm kind of like excited to build something different, but I don't know. Cam, I don't know. That maybe he's like some guy who looks like his name would be a Chad or something, and he definitely looks like he would probably fuck with your drink if he went to the bathroom. And if I had to assume his age, he's probably like 40. Uh, so yeah, maybe a horse ranch type of build. Ooh, maybe, I don't know. I have no idea. What's your idea for the next one, Lexi? It's probably gonna be some stupid shit like a lime or like a yellow factory or something crazy like that, knowing you with your little antics. I just Googled, it's him. OMG, the story is wild. What story is wild? Like all the things that I just like incriminated him for, or like another story? I just know he was like always seen like when I was like growing up more or less as like the hot bad boy. And I'm like, he's medium ugly. If he did not have like a 12 pack, he would not be cute. He looks like he beats the shit out of girls. Um Retweet. Like a swampy lake house that's made for an old man. A swampy lake house. Maybe. I haven't done a lake house in a while. I don't know if I want to do something swampy. I'm not really out here serving like builds that are fugly, but maybe we'll consider it. Maybe we will consider it. A spooky lake house. Well, the problem is that I won't be here because I'll be gone on my trip. So Halloween and all that stuff will be over by then. So I don't really know if I want to sit there and make something spooky, especially when, for me personally, the spooky season is coming to an end. Because once it hits November 1st, it's Christmas for me, bitch. I'd be putting up the Christmas tree. I mean, I do all that stuff. You know what I mean? So I feel like if I end up doing a spooky build, it's not gonna match the aesthetic of what's going on behind me because I'm gonna put my Christmas tree up and all that. A Santa house. I think it's a little bit too early to like make Christmas builds. I'm thinking that's more of like what I'll do in December. I think that for like the rest of November, for instance, I think that we'll have to, well, I guess for November, we're gonna have to sit there and I guess kind of focus on doing like the type of builds that like I would just do just for the fuck of it. Like I'm not trying to do anything that's like season specific. Like we're talking about like building like a, you know, I want to build something that I would build randomly in April. You know what I mean? Like I don't need it to be anything remotely related to the holiday seasons because of the fact that I'm like gonna be in a weird transition stage of, oh, it's literally trick or treat candy on clearance at Target, but like you have a Christmas tree at your house. You know what I mean? I downloaded all Christmas CC and I'm ready. Did you download the stuff that came out from Harry in February on Valentine's Day last year? I feel that you haven't built a modern build in a while. That's what I was saying earlier, that I think I may want to go towards something modern just because of the fact that I haven't done anything modern in a little while, like kind of how you just mentioned. So I may have that be the next vibe. I'm not 100% sure. Tough to wait and see. Um, Gotta wait and see. I know that this house all started from Jess sending me a little cutesy little post that was in the um what's it called? The build ideas section. So who knows? Maybe one of you chicken nuggets will go ahead and send some real super slay inspo and we'll be out here doing another build that was recommended by one of you guys. It's going to be difficult to outdo this house. Well, I think for my next one, I really am not going to make it a goal to like outdo this. I feel like as of right now, this is kind of like, I feel like every so often, I don't want to say every year because I feel like that's kind of a dramatic sentence, but I feel like every so often I need to build something that's kind of like a real big wow factor for myself to make me feel like I kind of, you know, did some good shit. Like I feel like if I'm constantly just kind of making builds that are same flavor, just different font. I feel like it will get a little bit repetitive. So I feel like something like this, which is a little bit like I said, it's a little bit more exciting because it's something that is, in my eyes, impressive. And I feel like a lot of people like are kind of caught off guard by how cunty I am able to slay up a home. You know what I mean? But I don't plan on having like another build anything like this. I think you deserve a small build for a while after Bestie Village and then this. I agree. I think that in a perfect world, I think for my next build, I want it to be something that is like a standard, like 3 or 4 stream house. I'm not trying to have another house where it takes me 3 weeks to make or 2 weeks to make. I want to have something that will, be finished throughout the week. Maybe I start it on Sunday and I finish it before the weekend type of thing. Because I kind of have to finish it before the weekend because I'm not going to leave a house finished or unfinished before I go out of town for a handful of days, you know? I think I'm feeling a modern build. I think I am too. So if anybody wants to scour the internet today or this weekend or whatever it may be and help me find something to use as inspo for the next build, I'm pretty open. I can't necessarily promise that just because someone posts something that I'll want to use what's posted. Sometimes I might be doing my own research and find something I like better. So no offense to anybody who might spend a little time trying to find the perfect home. But if you'd like to go ahead and help me out finding a cute little house of some sort, post it in the build idea section on Discord. You should do the Hello House that we all suggested. Yeah, I should. A little yellow sleigh. That would be fun. Oh, wait, are you talking about the yellow house that's like mid-century modern? That one? Or no? Because I did want to do that, but if anybody knows who Danielle Builds is, I actually watched a video of hers that kind of was around the similar time frame as when everyone was like posting that. And she actually made essentially the exact same thing. I actually think she may even use the same photo. So like I really don't want to like come off as like being a copycat ass bitch, you know what I mean? So for that reason, I might just let her have her flowers or whatever the fucking phrase is, so that way no one can sit there and try to say like, oh my god, didn't she just make that? I like you copied her. So I think that I might try to stick with something that in my eyes is more unique and potentially not done before, or something that I haven't seen. Maybe a spin the wheel to decide the main color of the build. Now, I like doing that challenge from time to time when it comes to like if I make like a YouTube video or something. But I feel like it gets a little bit too hectic when it comes to like doing things like that if I were to be on live, because a lot of bitches can't take no for an answer. And the moment I do anything, they literally say, no, I hate that. Change it. Fix it. Don't do that. You should do this instead. Why are you not doing that? Blah, blah, blah. So I feel like whenever, for instance, I like vote on something, people just bitch. Or if I do smiley face or heart, people just bitch. And I feel like if everything's being decided by something out of my control, you guessed it, people will bitch. So I don't know if I feel like having to deal with the annoyance of everyone being annoyed that like, oh my god, you have to do a pink kitchen. You know what I mean? So yeah. Probably won't be doing that. Let's see. So we got all that. If anyone's wondering, I'm itching my butt cheek right now. So you're welcome for the honesty. You love me for it. All right, let's go ahead and do some little decorative pots in the corner. I wish I could make this entire thing into like a little pond. I guess I could. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Since I can't really do like a cute fountain, maybe I'll make my own fountain. It's Christmas in Hollywood. Santa's back up in the hood, so meet me under the mistletoe. Let's fuck. It's Hanukkah in Inglewood. The dreidel spinning in the hood, so meet me by the menorah. Let's get drunk. Bum 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 bum. Where are you? No. You haven't heard that in years. Heard Christmas in Hollywood by Hollywood Undead. That unlocks things so deep in your brain. You're welcome. There's also that one song that's like, um, hold on, something about Charlie Scene. Hold on. Then that's not part of Christmas Hollywood. I don't know the other one. There's another one. Mm. What's that other song by them? I'm like thinking like Charlie Scene, but like I only know like two songs from them. Me and my cousin like used to like be like kind of fucking weird, and we would just like listen to random emo screamo music. Yeah, everywhere I go, bitches always know the Charlie Scene has got a weenie that he loves to show. And then it's like wake up, grab beer, put on some scene gear, something, something, something. That's all I know. Thank you so much, Emily, for the cutesy bootsy little fireworks. Yeah, I was definitely a character growing up. I was just very, very, yeah. When I start drinking, my dick does all my thinking. Hoes want to be seen with me. Women on this disky whiskey make me, or something like that. I don't know the words. But you caught what I was throwing a little bit. I also remember a song that was like a little screamo-ish sleigh that was like I'm not done with the inside of the house yet, no. I'm just popping around different locations that way I don't get sick of what I'm doing as I finish up this house. There was also some other song that was, I don't know what the fuck the guy's name was, but I remember the cover of the artwork was like him wearing fake glasses and having like one of those blonde, like super like emo style haircuts. And it was something like, I'm in trouble, I'm an addict, I'm addicted to this girl. She got my heart tied in a knot and my stomach in a whirl, but even worse, I can't stop calling her. She's all I want and more. I mean, damn. What's not to adore? I've been playing too much music and I've been listening to jazz. I felt so many times, I swear I'm going mad, and that's cellular. Will be the death of us, I swear. I swear. And oh, uh-oh, uh-oh, I'm running my mouth just cause I love her. That song too. Um, and there was like, you're the apple to my eye, you're the straw to my berry, you're the smoke to the high, you're the one I wanna marry. Cause I'm the one for you, cause we're the perfect two. Baby, me and you. I grew up with that too. I just had like all this shit. Like I was like so fucking just all over the place with all the shit I would listen to, I swear. Mind you, I was not gothic. I was not seen. I was not out here being emo. I was wearing fucking Ralph Lauren polo and Vineyard Vines listening to these fucking songs, mind you. Uh so there's, some Austin lore drop right there. I was just out here serving songs as if I was just a scene kid. I was an emo 14-year-old. I wasn't. I was out here walking to mobile on the run with my cousin with my swooshy hair, walking to go get a fucking Monster Energy drink as I had a headphone in my ear with my iPod Nano listening to these fuck ass songs. Real good times. Hey Monday was a guilty pleasure. I don't even know what Hey Monday is, to be honest. Don't even know what that is. But Gucci Slay. I also used to love Hot Shell Ray. That was also a band that I used to really like. Mixed with that Galifianakis. What? La la la. Whatever. La la la. It doesn't matter. La la la. Oh well. La la la. We're going out tonight. Tonight. There's a party on a rooftop, top of the world. Tonight. Tonight. And we're dancing on the edge of the Hollywood sign. I need a little bench slide. Do you watch The Voice? The singer was on there a couple years ago. I don't. I don't really watch TV that has to do with singing. When I was like growing up a little bit, my mom used to like have us watch like what's it called? She'd have us watch like American Idol like back in the day when there was like that bigot bitch like Carrie Underwood and like Kelly Clarkson and like I remember there was like Fantasia Barrino and shit like that. But when it comes to like kind of after the first handful of seasons, I like no longer was like sitting there watching television with my mom, so that kind of stopped. The opening of JP in like 2012, and after that, I was obsessed with them. They opened like for a concert or something. Are you talking about? Yeah, I was obsessed with them too. I used to like frequent Six Flags like crazy during the summertime when I was like in like eighth grade, seventh grade, and like freshman year. Maybe eighth grade, ninth grade, and potentially 10th grade. I think 3 years in a row. My cousin and I basically hung out on like a regular basis. We didn't go to the same school, but her and I were like about it. I think we're like a little bit more than a year apart. My birthday's in August and hers is in April, but we were just one grade level apart from each other, like below me. And basically we used to hang out a ton because we only lived like a mile away from each other. We didn't go to the same school, but we lived like so close that we would just like always hang out. But we would constantly go to Six Flags when we were like growing up in our younger years, and we would frequent Six Flags, like I said, and they always would be playing like fucking pop music that was giving like Hot Shell Ray. So, and like the fucking 303 and all that stuff. So, yeah. When am I building a house? My birthday is August the 7th. August the 7th, 1995. The earth was graced with the presence of yours truly, Austin Fendler. It was about 9 a.m. as I scruddled my body through the delivery table, and the baddest bitch of this generation was born. Hi, how are ya? You're welcome. Thank my mom. Wasn't for her, you'd be watching some boring hoes make half decent houses on the internet. So you're welcome for being here just to do this for ya. Mm-hmm. We're going out it tonight. And the party on a rooftop, top of the world tonight. And we're dancing on the edge of the Hollywood sign. I don't know if we'll make it, but watch how bad we fake it. Is that what it is? Sounds about right. I'm so happy you started with 19. Do I look like I wouldn't start with 19? I think it'd be hard to believe if someone thought if I was born in like 2000, that would make me 25. I don't think anything about me screams this kid's 25 years old. I think I very much look like I'm 30. No shock there. I live close enough to Cedar Point, better than Six Flags. I just go there. I have never been. I'm like weird. Like I like roller coasters, I think. Like I used to like them, so I would assume I still do. I haven't been on a roller coaster in probably like 3-ish years. But the only things that I don't like when it comes to roller coasters is I don't fuck with the kind that I don't fuck with the kind that like take you up really, really high. Like they called it the Superman ride here. Take you up super, super high, and then just like you sit there like 300 feet in the air and you just like randomly drop. I don't like shit like that. Like that's not my idea of fun. I don't like free falling. Like that's not really my jam. And I also don't fuck with anything that spins. Like, I don't like the rides where it lifts you up in the air and spins you around in circles at a fucking 100 miles an hour. I will vomit everywhere. There's no way in hell. But when it comes to like a little twisty loop-de-loop, like a roller coaster that has like giant hills and, you know, goes super quick, fucking backwards, forward, side to side, loop-de-doop-doop, those are like what I enjoy. I just don't love heights, so like I want to like not be sitting there hanging out 300 feet in the air waiting until I fucking fall. You know what I mean? There's an iconic one called Millennium Force, very well known. I don't, that doesn't ring a bell to me personally. I'm sure if I saw it, I'd be like, oh yeah, like I've seen something similar. There's one ride that I think is at Cedar Point. It might not be Cedar Point, but it's like the situation of it is like you like basically POV roller coastering. So like you start out like going like super fast, then you like go up and make like this curve, and then you go down and basically like out the opposite way. I've like seen that. I would totally use that. Like I'm not scared of shit like that at all. But if it's not that, I have no idea what you're talking about. Top Thrill Dragster. Is that what it's called? There's also some ride that like I really really enjoyed that was at it might be there still, but it's at Six Flags Magic. It's called Magic Mountain. Magic Mountain. Is that what it's called in Los Angeles? That's I think that's what it is. When I lived in California, I've mentioned this a handful of times. We lived in two different areas of Los Angeles. I initially moved to Santa Clarita, and actually from our backyard, we lived on top of like a really really high hill, and it like overlooked like the valley, I guess if you want to call it. And at the top of the like we were really close, or we were really high up this mountain, and we could look over and we could see Magic. I think it was called Magic Mountain. Am I wrong? Yeah, Magic Mountain. That's what I thought. We could see Magic Mountain from our backyard. It would sometimes be a little bit unclear because, like, obviously, like in California, especially like in the mountains, if it doesn't rain or if it, or I'm sorry, if it rains, it gets extremely, extremely foggy. But I do recall that we would be able to see it from our backyard, and I remember specifically like going there that my favorite ride was I think it was called Superman, but it wasn't Superman like the one that's in like other Six Flags where it's like you kind of just go up a tower and be dropped. You like have like on this like weird harness, and like the idea is like you're supposed to be like kind of like flying through the shit. That was my favorite ride at Six Flags Magic Mountain. That, and I think it was called Goliath, which was like a standard like wooden coaster that you know, you go down like a 200-foot hill and it just kind of twists and turns and blah blah blah. I cheese like extremely big when I'm going down hills. It's like nutty. I don't scream. I just sit there and look like a goofy fucking idiot smiling from ear to ear because of the tickle in my tummy. What am I building? I'm building a parking garage. A little parking garage. Nothing cray. Just a little parking garage sleigh. Tonight, it's party on the rooftop, talking the world tonight. How far away do I have this other side? I don't know if I'll fake it. I don't know if I'll make it, but watch how good we fake it. There we go. There's a half wood, half steel coaster at Cedar Point, called Steel Vengeance. Big, big guy. I'd probably go on it. Like I said, I'm scared of heights, but I'm not scared of roller coasters. I don't think. I haven't been on one in a couple of years, so for all I know, I'd get on one and be absolutely fucking terrified because I somehow developed a fear of airplanes as I got older, which never cared about before growing up at all. I used to be on airplanes all the time. But somehow when I went through a gap of not being on an airplane for a couple of years for whatever reason, I got on one and I was like, I'm gonna die. I'm dying on this thing. This is my last time being here. Bye, friends. It was nice knowing ya. And ever since, I've just been fucking terrified. So, yay! Can't wait to go on a plane next weekend. Excited. It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. I'm not lingering up there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Up and down, up and down. And I think there's something comforting about knowing that, like, it's designed to go up and down. And, like, aside from the handful of tragedies that have happened over the years here and there, I feel like the average roller coaster doesn't have casualties year after year. So it's always just been like one of those things where like there's way more people that have not died on roller coasters than have died, and usually people die from like heart attacks and stuff because they're fucking terrified, not because like, you know, the roller coaster just jumps off the track. So, does my game ever crash mid build? It does every now and then. I try my best to like save as frequently as possible, so that way I alleviate any of the potential for me to totally just like, lose all the stuff that I do. But realistically speaking, my game might crash like once or twice every 10 lives. It happened a couple times last week, but it wasn't anything that was too headache ridden. It was just a couple of like, I have to redo these fucking fences. I feel like the landscaping is kind of like not even terrible. I feel like obviously, again, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm literally just a little Austin. I try my absolute best when it comes to making the shit look as, you know, decent as humanly possible. But I feel like it's not terrible landscaping for the most part. So snaps for me. I done doodly did that. Could never ho, could never, could never. Let's see. I like feel like I want to put like something inside of this little area, but like not really sure what. I feel like it needs to be like a bunch of flowers. Maybe I'll do that. Literally the last couch at Cedar Point was because a man jumped a fence and shouldn't have. Yeah, I feel like whenever I've seen like I am down the rabbit hole here and there when it comes to just like random shit. And one of the random shits that I watched one time that was like talking about like people dying at like amusement parks, and it was like somebody like got decapitated one time because they dropped their hat or something while they were on the roller coaster and decided to like go back and retrieve it. And when they hopped the fence that clearly said no trespassing, like danger zone or some shit like that, this person like ran in to grab his hat, and then as he was sitting there, a roller coaster came and like fucking chopped his head off. That's more of like a you problem, not a them problem, because like why are you going in there? You know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah. Oh, cool. We can put maybe this little tree size down, maybe like in the corner, just to give it a little bit of something, something. That's what happened at my Six Flags. Really? Was that story like take place at that location? Maybe. I know that there's like that super. I almost said the word iconic. That's crazy. There was that super. Don't know the right word. Do not know the right word. But there was that situation that happened at that one Six Flags where the person like was like, it was like a girl, I think, that she was like sitting on that Superman ride that I was talking about, that kind of just like drops you like POV, this is it. And they basically like bring you up. You sit there for like 30 seconds, and then there's like I think like four different things on each side, and they will just like randomly just like drop you really fast. I think something happened with the one that this person was on, or a couple people were on, that they dropped, and like there was like a mechanical issue with it, and something happened where it like a wire like came undone as it was dropping, and it sliced their legs off or something. Crazy shit. Crazy. Um very, very, very nuts. I could not imagine sitting there being someone with my legs just like falling off next to me, or having to witness someone's legs being slice-a-roonied. So stay safe. Be careful. But have fun. Have a good time if you go to a amusement park. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, cards. Yeah, we have a couple of them. Okay. Let's go ahead and let me just do like a little regroup so far. Bye, Stella. We'll see you later, babe. Have a good weekend. Talk to you #later. So let's see. So how many cards do I have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I have 11 cars at this house. Okay, fucking like car lot. Okay, so what do we have left to do? Because I clearly was not able to finish this like I was anticipating today. Because we are at 1 o'clock. and I was kind of saying like 1-ish I was planning on getting off. Let me. Oh, I forgot we have like diving boards and shit. And like little slidey sloughs. God, how fun is that? You can slide into a pond apparently. Right. Okay. I want to do. I wish that this was like how it was in. I think it was The Sims 3 or something like that, where it automatically had the water um, pointing at the whatever the fuck. It had like the water like already like making its mark, which in this game it clearly doesn't. That's fine. But I wanted to turn this into like a little tiny pond. Granted, I have no idea what any of these things do. So for all I know, this is like a fucking disaster waiting to happen and just water spurting everywhere. But there's that. Made a little pond sleigh that, you know, you can razzle dazzle and enjoy. We'll put a couple more seats in, I guess. Countless areas to spend your free time gracefully walking through our little maze. Imagine the makeout sessions that these, or I guess the teenager can have with his flavor of the week as they walk through the romantic rose garden or maze garden that he just happens to have in the back of his house. There we go. We got seats pretty much everywhere. Cool, cool, cool. And then let's see. Okay, so recap. What do we have left? So on the main level, I think that I still have to do a wee bit more landscaping. I feel like, to be honest, the landscaping is like not bad. I feel like I definitely decorated landscaping all over the place to the point where I feel like it looks fine as is, but I probably will just end up adding more so I can kind of fine tune it. Then on the inside, we have to do the living room. Then I think that the majority of the bottom floor is then done, aside from having to do like this outdoor seating area of some sort. So we'll kind of fester through that. Then up on the second floor, we have to do a bathroom. We have to do a little mini, whatever the fuck you would call this, a little landing. I feel like I need to add something in this upstairs like hallway area because I do feel like it looks kind of bare in my opinion. Don't really know what that's going to look like, but we probably can scatter a handful of things throughout this. And then on the top floor, we have to do a restroom. We have to kind of decorate that. And then I think that's pretty much it. So realistically speaking, let's see. Realistically speaking, I probably have about an hour and a half worth of time left to go. So what I may do, and I'm emphasizing the word may very, very, very loosely. I think what I may do is on Saturday, I know that so Lewis's twin sister's in town right now, and I think that they have a handful of plans that like they plan on doing. I haven't talked to him really. I've talked to him, but I haven't talked to him today because he's like currently working. So I don't really know what the game plan is for them, but like part of me thinks I'm not seeing him tomorrow. I'm not 1,000% sure. I guess I'll find out. But if I don't end up seeing him and have nothing else planned, maybe I'll pop on live for like an hour and a half specifically just to finish this home because I don't really feel like doing it right now. And I feel like it would be a nicer transition on Sunday for me to be able to start something brand new. So that way we can completely finish off this build. I can start the brand new lives to like only be directed towards the newest thing. So we'll see on that. But I do think I'm ready to go ahead and just bounce off for the day. So if you have not already done so, pretty pleased with sprinkles on top, hit that follow button right now. I double dog, triple dog, quadruple dog dare you. Also, we have been live this entire time on Twitch. So if you want to go ahead and watch anything you may have missed, then go to my Twitch. It's just the exact same thing as here. And then I haven't uploaded yesterday's live just yet, but I have to upload yesterday's live and I'll upload today's live at some point, hopefully this afternoon. So that way those can be on YouTube for anybody to view during this weekend. But yeah, I am going to go ahead and peace out, Girl Scouts. So hopefully everyone enjoys the rest of their morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you may be in the world. And I will check you guys all out later. All right, friends. Adios, adios, adios.